Why does a youth bulge impact a country's demographic future? Imagine a country where a large chunk of the population is under 30 years old. This situation is called a youth bulge, and it can change everything about that country's future. When many young people are present, it affects how the population looks in terms of age, how the economy grows, and how society functions over time. A population pyramid helps us see these changes clearly. When a country has a youth bulge, the pyramid looks like a wide base with many young people and a narrow top with fewer older adults. This shape shows high birth rates and lots of children and young adults. In contrast, a more stable population has a pyramid with a more even shape, with fewer children and more older people. In the United States, the youth bulge is not as strong as in some developing countries, but it has played a role in shaping the nation's history. After World War II, the United States experienced a baby boom, which created a temporary youth bulge. This led to more workers, more demand for schools, and more economic growth during the following decades. Having many young people can be a big advantage if the country invests in their education and job opportunities. When young people are well-educated and employed, they can help grow the economy and improve living standards. This is called a demographic dividend. But if jobs and schools are not enough, it can cause problems like high youth unemployment and social unrest. A youth bulge also influences social and political life. Young people often want change and new opportunities. If their needs are not met, they might protest or push for reforms. This can lead to social instability or even conflict if governments do not respond properly. The pressure on public services is another factor. A large number of young people means more demand for schools, health care, housing, and transportation. Without enough investment, cities can become crowded and services can become overwhelmed. Over time, a youth bulge shifts. As young people grow older and have children of their own, the population becomes more balanced. Eventually, the country will face an aging population, which requires different policies for health care and retirement. In the United States, demographic data shows a moderate proportion of young people today. Still, understanding how youth bulges work helps us prepare for future changes in the workforce, social needs, and economic growth. Past periods of youth bulges, like the baby boom, had lasting effects on the country's development. Governments can use this data to plan better. They can create policies that support education, job training, and health care for young people. This way, a youth bulge can turn into a chance for economic progress and social stability. In short, a youth bulge impacts a country's future by shaping its economy, society, and policies. Recognizing this pattern helps countries like the United States plan for a balanced and prosperous future.